to the Fall 2024 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Health and Human Sciences at Colorado State University. Will the platform guests, faculty, and students please now enter? The banner for occupational therapy is now being posted. The banner for Human Development and Family Studies is now being posted. The banner for the School of Education is now being posted. The banner for Family and Consumer Sciences is now being posted. The banner for the School of Social Work is now being posted. The banner for Design and Merchandising is now being posted. The banner for Health and Exercise Science is now being posted. The banner for construction management is now being posted. The banner for food science and human nutrition is now being posted. The banner for the College of Health and Human Sciences is now being posted. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jen Aberly, and I serve as the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Affairs in the College of Health and Human Sciences. And on behalf of Colorado State University, President Amy Parsons, the administration, our faculty and staff, welcome to the 141st year of commencement at Colorado State University. As we begin our celebration, will you please rise if you are able for the presentation of the colors by the Army Color Guard. Please remain standing until they have exited the arena. Please join in singing the national anthem led by Main Street a cappella.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. Please be seated. And now, I am proud and humbled to introduce Colorado State University's land acknowledgement. When our community gathers, we share the land acknowledgement to respect and reflect upon our responsibilities to our histories that are vibrantly alive today. The Indigenous communities who were the original stewards of CSU's land, were also examples of nations committed to education and democratic traditions. We are grateful to the Indigenous faculty, staff, and students, as well as additional community members who crafted this statement. This beautiful video, which was directed by a Native faculty member, is a powerful representation of the actions and commitments required by all of us to address our historical beginnings.
Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples.
This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native nations.
We recognize the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it.
As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed.
CSU is a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion.
And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon.
This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment.
I now have the privilege of introducing our guests on the platform. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. Platform guests, I invite you to stand as you are introduced. Governor Ray Baker, member of the Board of Governors of the CSU system. Amy Parsons, President, CSU. Dean Lisa Youngblade, College of Health and Human Sciences. Kat Lowry, CHHS Student Speaker. Lieutenant Taylor Johnson, Commissioning Officer, Army ROTC. Shelby Engelking, Academic Success Coordinator, School of Social Work. Dr. Barry Braun, Department Head, Health and Exercise Science, and Commencement Speaker. Eric Ray, Vice President for Human Resources. Dr. Michelle Foster, Associate Dean for Diversity, Inclusion, and Justice. Dr. Matt Hickey, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Programs. Dr. Paul Goodrum, Department Head, Construction Management. Dr. Julie Brongart-Rieker, Department Head, Human Development and Family Studies. Dr. Chris Gentile, Department Head, Food Science and Human Nutrition. Dr. Charlotte Bright, Director, School of Social Work. Dr. Karen Hilligard, Department Head, Design and Merchandising. Dr. Andy Persch, Associate Professor, Occupational Therapy. Dr. Susana Munez, Associate Professor, School of Education. Dr. Don Millette, Coordinator, Family and Consumer Science. Brett Brown, College Marshal and Senior Instructor, Construction Management. Please join me in recognizing these individuals for their service to Colorado State University. Platform guests, thank you. You may be seated. Our college takes pride in providing an exceptional education, and the impressive academic achievements of our students stand as a testament to the unwavering dedication of our faculty, a distinguished group of scholars, teachers, advisors, and inspiring mentors. Their commitment to academic excellence and student success elevates our institution and enriches the lives and futures of our students. Will the faculty please stand and be recognized? And to you, our guests, we are delighted you are with us this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of CSU's College of Health and Human Sciences Class of 2024. As we begin, I would like to share a few announcements about our ceremony. First, I want to draw your attention to our digital commencement program. If you would like assistance locating the program using the QR code, please raise your hand and one of our ambassadors will assist you. Tonight, we have 2 sign language interpreters with us here on my left, Kylie Moselle and Greg Michaels. We also want to share that in the College of Health and Human Sciences and at CSU, our graduate students are vital members of our educational community. Earlier today, our doctoral and master's students were recognized at the graduate school commencement ceremony, and we're very excited for them. This evening, our professional photography is being provided by Grad Images. They will capture 3 photos of each graduate, one as they line up for individual recognition, one as they receive their diploma from Dean Youngblade, and one at the far end of the stage. Grad Images will send you information about ordering prints. And guests, we invite you to take pictures from above, as guests are not permitted on the arena floor. I also ask that you please be considerate when taking photos at the railings so that you do not block the view of others for long periods of time. And we appreciate your help with this. The order of our ceremony this evening will be such that graduates in academic programs to my left will be recognized first in the order their banners were posted. The graduates to my right will be next. And graduates, this evening, you will receive your diploma covers. And pending the results of your final exams, but your last final exams, your official CSU diploma will arrive by mail, so please keep your address current with the university. Finally, I'll ask that we please all silence our phones and other devices. And now I am delighted to introduce Dr. Lisa Youngblade, Dean of the College of Health and Human Sciences. Please join me in welcoming Dean Youngblade.
Good evening, graduates. It's my absolute pleasure to be among the first to celebrate you. Congratulations on your commencement. Let's give it up for these graduates. So commencement's an interesting word. We use it synonymously with graduation, which can feel like an end, but it also means beginning. While your graduation marks the end of your bachelor's degree, you're beginning the next part of your journey. Following in the footsteps of many who went before you, including my colleagues on the platform, you're commencing with a commitment to make a difference and work towards solving real-world challenges. But you won't just follow others, you'll blaze your own trail to make an impact. You're graduating into an esteemed group of people. There are more than 300 of you graduating with your bachelor's degrees from programs in our college. You join over 1,600 students at ceremonies around the university. Earlier today, 92 graduate students from our college received master's and PhDs among the 626 total graduate students from around CSU. These are impressive numbers, but consider this. Only about 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or the equivalent. Yes, you heard that statistic correctly. In the US, about 38% of the population has earned a bachelor's degree. And again, you heard that correctly. It's less than half. You, each one of you, are increasing that number. But you know, that number is just a number. The real story underlying that number is that you're graduating into a world of many challenges, yet one filled with hope and opportunity to make a difference in big and small ways, and all of which are important. Indeed, you've demonstrated your capacity to do so in your time here at CSU. You've earned your degree in arguably some of the most challenging times, including a global pandemic, racial unrest, climate change, political challenges, and global aggressions. You've experienced your college years in combinations of remote learning on campus but masked and distance and in person. And along this academic journey, you've learned and put that knowledge to use in your classes, projects, and experiential activities. You journeyed from learning to leading. You've faced challenges, you've adjusted, and you've persevered. And in doing so, you've demonstrated the very best of yourselves. It's grit, it's resilience, and it's who you are as Rams. You roll your sleeves up, you get it done, and you contribute to a better world for all of us by putting yourself out there. You do this with tenacity, creativity, and compassion. You've chosen degrees and career paths that impact people and communities. Nothing could be more important. You've engaged in programs like Campus Connections, CM Cares, Fashion Fundamentals, Adult Fitness, the Kendall Reagan Nutrition Center. You've completed student teaching, internships, and fieldwork in settings that serve the very young to the very old. You've shown creativity in your capstone and research projects, in peer mentoring, and in community engagement. And your efforts show your commitment to empower people through science and hard work, sure, but also through heart. You care, CHHS Rams, and that will make your work not only profoundly effective, but also especially meaningful. So with a commitment to equity and inclusion, our College of Health and Human Sciences is dedicated to improving the health and well-being of people, their communities, and the environments in which they live. You've prepared yourself for careers in nutrition and physical health, education, advocacy, mental and behavioral health, design, merchandising, and construction. In all of your courses and working with faculty and fellow students, you've challenged yourselves to think, to create, to innovate, and embrace the potential impact you can make. You're ready to get to work, Rams, and we're counting on you. So on behalf of the faculty and staff in our college, we are so very proud of you, and we know you are ready to commence making your own unique impact. I wish you continued learning, connection, resilience, and most especially, joy as you do so. Well done, graduates. Congratulations. And now I'm privileged to introduce Governor Ray Baker, member of the Colorado State University System Board of Governors. Governor Baker, will you please join me at the podium? This is the important part. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from all academic programs please stand if you're able? That's all you. That was the test. That was your final test. Governor Baker, it is my honor to present to you these students who have fulfilled the baccalaureate degree requirements of the various programs in the College of Health and Human Sciences at Colorado State University. The Faculty Council has recommended to the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University system that these students, all of you, receive their bachelor's degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of the Governors of the Colorado State University system, I hereby confer the bachelor's degree on each of you, together with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and attainment thereof. Let's all recognize the achievements of this group. Candidates, as a symbol of your transition from student to graduate, you may move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations, you are now a college graduate.
And now you can sit down. Thank you, Governor Baker. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Barry Braun. A first-generation college student, Dr. Braun is an award-winning educator and researcher focused on type 2 diabetes prevention. He earned his PhD in nutrition from the University of California, Berkeley, completed postdoctoral work at Stanford University Medical School, and spent 14 years as a teacher and researcher at the University of Massachusetts Amherst campus before coming to CSU. Over his career, he garnered funding from the National Institutes of Health and American Diabetes Association, and he's published over 110 peer-reviewed articles. During his decade as department head, leading one of the largest undergraduate majors at CSU, the Department of Health and Exercise Science, Dr. Braun has also fostered research excellence in the Human Performance Clinical Research Lab. A fellow of the American College of Sports Medicine and the National Academy of Kinesiology, Dr. Braun established the Dulcinea del Toboso Scholarship and the Alonzo Quijano Undergraduate Research Scholars Program to support student success. Teaching has been his biggest source of joy. So please help me welcome Dr. Barry Braun.
Thank you for that introduction, Dean Youngblade. And it's an honor to be the College of Health and Human Sciences 2024 commencement speaker. Good evening. Food science and human nutrition, occupational therapy, education, social work, human development and family studies, design and merchandising, construction management, and health and exercise science. 42 years ago, just like you, I walked across a stage and received a diploma. It was a proud moment for me, but a lot more so for my dad, who had spent all of his teenage years in a forced labor camp in the Soviet Union and never had an education beyond the 11th grade. Whether you are also a first-generation student from Calumet City, or you were born in San Francisco and both your parents have PhDs, this means a lot. I know your parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers, padres, abuelos, and hermanos are proud of you, as they should be. What you've done is worth celebrating. Was it easy? No. You zigged, you zagged, you persisted, and now here you are, triumphant at your graduation. And the only thing between you and having your diploma cover is me. And why am I even here? The cliche is nobody remembers who spoke at their commencement. Nobody remembers anything that person said. But tonight is different. You will remember what I say tonight. And when I'm done, you will be so moved, you will leap to your feet if you're able and cheer wildly. The distinguished guests behind me say I'm asking too much. College of Health and Human Sciences graduates are too worldly and too sophisticated to do anything that emotional. But I'm betting that we can. If you watch video or see transcripts of people doing commencement speeches, there's a common theme. We stand up here and give you advice, lots of advice. Find your passion, never give up, embrace failure, change the world, etc. Here's my perspective after 66 years of living on planet Earth. Almost every bit of advice we give you at commencement speeches is actually bad advice. That's interesting, Dr. Braun. Do you have evidence? Any clear examples? Why, yes, I do. Number one, the key to success is to find your passion. No, your passion is not lying around in the street waiting for you to pick it up. How can you possibly know at this point what your life passion even is? Find something you're good at and do that. Take it seriously. Put your whole self into it. Doing things you're good at is enjoyable, and it's satisfying, and it makes you want to do more and go further and try harder things and take on more responsibility. Keep doing something you're good at, and there's a good chance it will become your passion. Number two, never give up. No, this is terrible advice. If you've given something a solid effort, if you've tried multiple strategies and made several twists and turns, and it's still not working, do something else. Shift, pivot, change horses, find a part in a different movie. Realizing something is not going to work, no matter how much effort you put into it, and doing something else, that's not called quitting, that's called wisdom. Number three, always do your best. No! Some things do require your best, but there are others that are basically pass-fail, and a C+ effort is all you need to get the job done. Yeah. Wow. Oh. I did not expect that. Here's an example. You go to the doctor, and they make you fill out 3 pages of forms asking about every possible medical condition that anyone in your family has ever had since the beginning of time. Should you spend time and effort trying to answer every question correctly? Should you call your parents to check whether great Uncle Alonzo died of scurvy or heart disease or whatever? No, don't need to get an A on this task. Fill it out the best you can in 5 minutes, turn it in, and spend the rest of the time working on a job application or updating your resume, something that really does matter. Save your best for things that require your best. Don't waste time and energy on stuff that's basically pass-fail. Number 4, you need to go out and change the world. No! Why is it your responsibility to change the whole world? I didn't, and I'm standing up here giving a commencement speech at a prestigious university. It's okay to make the life you want for yourself. It's okay to prioritize family. It's okay to want to make money and buy a house and be able to send your kids to a great university, or decide not to have kids and spend time traveling the world. Be a great friend, be a great parent, be a great citizen, be a great son or daughter, be a great role model, be immersed in your faith or something you really care about. Make your little corner of the world better. If everyone does that, the entire world will be changed for the better. Number 5, don't be afraid to fail. No! Okay, this one's actually not so bad. It's true that you learn a lot from failure. You figure out what went wrong, and you craft a way to do it better the next time. I've failed so many times at so many things, I could bedazzle you for hours with tales of incompetence. And yes, I learned many lessons about how not to do things along the way. But you can also learn a lot from things that go well. Figuring out why something did work, and then applying that strategy the next time, and continuously tweaking and improving things, That's also an effective way to move forward. So yes, I agree with the cliche, don't be afraid to fail, but also don't be afraid to succeed. Okay, let's review. 1, you've done something truly worth celebrating and you should be proud of yourselves. 2, thank your support group. This achievement is for them as well as for you. 3, even though most of the advice you get from commencement speakers is terrible, the lessons and guidance and support you got from your professors and from each other while you were here at CSU will serve you well. Okay, there's only one thing left to do. I'm going to say good luck and go Rams. And when I do, you're going to defy our predictions and you're going to cheer loudly and you're going to leap to your feet. Ready? Good luck and go Rams! Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Braun. We appreciate your great advice. It's wonderful and very inspiring. Thank you. And now we move to a very important part of our ceremony, recognizing our graduates. We will honor several groups of students for their exceptional achievements during their time at CSU. I now welcome Dr. Michelle Foster, our Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Justice, to recognize our honorary societies, our honors students, and those graduating with distinction.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to recognize members of various honorary societies of scholastic achievement. Members of these groups wear honor cords. Please stand or wave if you are a member of an honor society. Let us collectively recognize these students. Honor Society. Next, the candidates for university honors. These scholars must complete a program of academic excellence, which includes honor seminars, honors courses in their major, and a senior honors thesis while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average. They are signified today through wearing green regalia. Those with gold cords are also candidates for graduation with Latin distinctions. Audience, the digital commencement program includes a list of the Honor Scholar candidates who are graduating. Several are with us today. Scholars, please stand or wave so we can recognize your academic achievements. We now acknowledge our students graduating with distinction. Baccalaureate candidates wearing gold robes represent the top 10% of their graduating class. I direct the audience attention again to the digital commencement program for the complete list of graduates. Names of candidates graduating with distinction are followed by symbols, and you'll find a key at the bottom of the list of names. Those who graduate summa cum laude are the top 1% of their graduating class. Those who have achieved magna cum laude are the next 3%, followed by the next 6% who are cum laude. Will the candidates graduating with distinction please rise or wave your hands so we may applaud your academic excellence?
Thank you, Dr. Foster. I now have the honor of introducing Lieutenant Taylor Johnson, who will recognize our newly commissioned officer and veterans.
Good evening, and thank you for your invitation to today's ceremony. My name is Lieutenant Taylor Johnson, and I'm a recent alum of CSU and ROTC RAM Battalion. It is my great pleasure to introduce our newest commissioned officer to the United States Army, Second Lieutenant John Henselman. Please stand to be recognized. Second Lieutenant John Henselman has earned a Bachelor of Science in Construction Management at Colorado State University. He will begin his career in the United States Army as an armor officer and is headed to Fort Moore, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Second Lieutenant John Henselman. At this time, I would now like to ask any active duty or veteran students graduating today to also stand. Finally, I ask that active duty members of the armed forces and veterans in the audience also stand. Please join me in one final round of applause for those who have already served this great nation in our armed forces. Thank you for your time this evening, and go Rams.
Thank you, Lieutenant Johnson. And now we'd like to recognize our first generation students who represent an important aspect of Colorado State University's Access mission, which is an historic area of emphasis and pride for all of us. Many of our faculty, staff, and administrators are first generation students and have experienced how education has opened doors, transformed lives, and empowered people. Will those who are graduating this evening and who are first generation students please stand or wave and be recognized? Powder blue cords signify those graduates who are to be licensed as teachers. Students from many different disciplines across the university work on teacher licensure through our School of Education. Will those graduating this evening who plan to become teachers please stand or wave? Finally, we are proud to celebrate the unique stoles and cords that many of our students wear who participate in significant leadership, research, service, and mentoring experiences at CSU. Graduates, if you wear a stole or a cord identifying your service and leadership, please stand or wave and be recognized for your service. And now we are excited to recognize our graduating students individually. We will call individual students' names as they proceed across the stage. Will Governor Baker, President Parsons, Dean Youngblade, and department leaders step forward to assist with recognition? Graduates, we will call individual students' names as they proceed across the stage, and you will receive your diploma cover from Dean Youngblade. At the end of this stage, you will be recognized by the Colorado State System, the university, and department leadership before you return to your seat. Please remain in the arena for the entire ceremony to honor your fellow students. And now, will the first row of students to my left please give your attention to your student marshal, who will escort you to the stage.
We will now recognize students in the Department of Human Development and Family Studies, which includes the majors of Human Development and Family Studies and Early Childhood Education. Chase Kathleen Smith, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Laurie, cum laude. Lydia Marie Soto Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Madeline Nicole Shaheen, cum laude. Morgan Ray Kokenberger, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Rosa, cum laude. Morgan Mary Beth Albertson, cum laude. Megan Urbeck, magna cum laude. Janelle Ann Haley, cum laude. Jenna Ray Humphreys, cum laude. Corinne F. Sargenti, summa cum laude. Isabel R. Misogas. Shannon Ianello. Eden Grace Arellano. Michelle Janine Milner. Mackenzie C. Hebelman. Grace Elizabeth Wilson. Catherine Joanne Davis. Haley Rose Silvers Wood. Emily Ann May Averds. Sydney Marie Benz. Amber Nicole Dodds. Elizabeth Renee Laurent. Catherine Renee Laurent. Isabel Alice Hicks. Zachary Jace Alpert. Alexis Dowd. Alexandria Lynn Melka. Laura Mendoza Franco. Aubrey Christine Sood. Carolina Buffalo. Jordan West. Mariah Jean Riviera. Sitlali Alexandra Martin. Shandina Feliz Valdez. Perla K. Lerma Medina. Mariana Jackson. Amy Lynn Pelton. Addison Lene Mitchell. Skylar Dawn Lorenz. Sharon Michelle Miranda Manzo. Diana Sota Macias. Alma Adrienne Vasquez. Ashley Senstock. Faith Pauline Miller. Maya Shanine. Sammy Sherwood. Tyler Martin Daharb. Lydia Lake. We will now recognize students in the School of Education, which includes the major of Family and Consumer Sciences. Emma Isabella Simonich. Riley Brett Ahrens. Brianna Lee Stewart. Caitlin Joy Adams. Amanda Christine Hillard.
We will now recognize students in the School of Social Work. Maya Jalen Billings. Elise Justine Gollier. McKenna Lynn Lavin. Sandrine Micheline Marie Patton. Grace Kennedy, magna cum laude. Stephen Edward Schulten, cum laude. Kelly McKee, cum laude. Inez Jackson, magna cum laude. Alexis Amanda Clark. Naomi Benvelos. Valeria Esperanza Valles. Valeria Esperanza Valles Castaneda. Kaylina Sarah Bonestangel. Shannon Faye Modique. Isabella Margaret Paul. Danny Joyce Burns. Flynn Plummer. Caitlin Cherie DiPietro. Taylor Leanna Corsi. Lucy Elena Hoskins Nitz. Alexander Clifton Diggs. Kellen Nathaniel Bowen. Archer John R. Undag. Peter Zvidnev Grot. Brooke E. Kennedy. Lewis Henry Joseph Gordon. Angelita Maria Wilson. We will now recognize students in the Department of Construction Management. Noah A. Thompson, cum laude. Austin Robert Oakes, cum laude. Aiden Order, cum laude. Tate Richard Bossert. Paul Kamak. James Barrett Dunn. Curl D. Resnick. Noah M. Pickett. Braden Zane Fugit. Liam Michael Hamilton. Owen Davis Sakura. Albert Edward Carlson. Lane Ashton Westrick. Aiden Shannon O'Keefe. Zachary Thomas Shemansky. Jonathan Wayne Hebb Jr. Sage Miller. Jonathan M. Henselman. Reagan Dallas Bach. Alana DeLong. Rachel Catherine Olmstead. Madison Nicole Palmer. Manuel Vladimir Vargas. Noah R. Larson. Patrick Liam Spillane. Mitchell James Borsick. Dom Rocco Gravino. Jason Leonard Von Dyke. Brandon Cabot Claus. Megan Grissom. Senti Jen Worden. Curtis J. Hall. Jack Orville Carey. Emmanuel Santana. Chase Joshua Wilson. Carson Scott Stevens. Yassine A. Babaker. Tyler Joseph Holmes. Dagoberto Venzor Gutierrez. Andrew Robert Buren. Reed Scott Hagerman. Trevor Dean Taylor. Matthew Charles Tucholsky. Maxwell Carl Christensen. Patrick John Costello. Josue Alvarez Renteria. Cesar A. Sanchez. Trevor Matthew Castro. And Ramos Andrade. Evelyn Sagastume Villegas. Saul Escobar. Grace McRory. Natalie Lavin Ramirez. Sean Matthew McCauley. Jaden Moore. Bryce A. Merzen.
We will now recognize students in the Department of Design and Merchandising, which includes the majors of Apparel and Merchandising and Interior Architecture and Design. Reagan Shineklone, magna cum laude. Alexis E. Rinaldi, cum laude. Annabelle Lucille Bradford Bunchwig, magna cum laude. Margaret Denz, magna cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Hooten, cum laude. Faith E. Reeder, cum laude. Addison Lee Grove, cum laude. Zining Zhu, cum laude. Colleen Peng Hanley, magna cum laude. Mitchell Sterling Oliveri, magna cum laude. Kayla Lalani Salanya. Kelly Leanne Spear. Jack Mahoney. Mahoney. Willie Evan Angelo. Natalia Oliveira Barajas. Karina Usada. Donovan Joseph Del Rosario. Brock Dascoli. Samuel L. Rosen. Tamar Smith. Kalia Ann Doyle. Claire Chandler. Kennedy Lynn McGallis. Mitchell Perez. Sophie Hannah Scott. Catherine Ann Gordon. Spencer M. Gordon. Rosa Sherry Larrabee. Alexa Belen Fuster. Ewan Pert. Elizabeth Grace Hess. Molly Ryan Reed. Sarah Head. Elise Marie Rotner. Francesca Mickman. Naomi Suzanne Dahl. Jonah Sandoval. Madison S. Coles. Elena Seamers. Sophia Tirano. Victoria Romero. Sydney Faith Collins. McKenna A. Saxland. Jade Alyssa Bakken. Grace Flannery Gossard. Alicia Lara King. Catherine Angela Darcy. Veda Feline Dupree. Daisy Crowell. Juliet Yarborough. Kyle Stewart. Chris Schneider. Mel J. Johnson. Celia Viola Mandrella. Kathleen Irene Maloney. Olivia Ann Lemire. Olivia Jane Kennedy. Brenna Janae Capicli. Lelena Paez. Maddie Whitman. Jordan Johnson. Madeline Kinney.
We will now recognize students in the Department of Health and Exercise Science. Elizabeth Talali, magna cum laude. Jenna Clarose Stroop, cum laude. Caitlin Rose Cooper, cum laude. Jacob T. Dubé, cum laude. Matthew William Scarsbrook, magna cum laude. Ileana Levinson. Corey Isabel O'Keefe. Molly Piper Hancock. Megan Olivia Lewis. Faith Eichner. Sage Barnard. Holly Fuel. Genevieve Kolb. Leah Molesky. Their phonetics need some work. Cameron Collins. Jacob Jeffrey Hilly. Harrison L. Fraze. Derek Scott Schlegel. Morgan Crosby. Kyle Fletcher Blake. Jack William Baugh. Anthony G. Castillo. Gustavo Emiliano Lagunas Castañeda. Lauren Helen Park. Abby Harpman. Marisa Ann Velasquez. Kayla Elizabeth Lee. Callie Reiko Warman. Shelby Dorset. Kyla Ann Healy. Chloe J. Osborne. Amelia Rojas. Emilia Claire Miller. William Chang. Alexandra Caitlin DeMart. Jamie Lynn Lefevre. William Turner. Caleb Daniel Campbell. John Wilson Bailey. Brian Mattengo. Noah Giseli. Claire Hayes. Nicole Benkelman. Madison Michelle Corley. Riley P. Schilling. Alexia Sukash. Natalie Suzanne Martinez. Eldine Lopez Pascual. Tyson Montoya. We will now recognize students in the Department of Food Science and Human Nutrition, which includes the majors of Fermentation Science and Technology, Nutrition and Food Science, Hospitality and Event Management, and Hospitality Management. Jessica Lauren Sweeney, cum laude. Maya Troyer Lee. Bailey Jo Kelly, magna cum laude. Shane Dallas Grimes. Catherine Ann Naiman. Delaney Marie Johnson. Cheyenne Jacobs. Erica Mary Bogenshield. Lauren P. Nouchi. Griffin M. Seib. Jill Adrian Binder. Callum Weiss. Autumn A. Pivanka. Rania Ann Hart. Eleonora Jean Morrow. Casey Hope Stahl. Maya Marie Sanchez. Adam Cerny. Mayanne Silvo Noon. Isabella Castilleja. Elisa Celeste Martinez. Abby Elizabeth Weaver. Kylie Gail Ribble. Atea Stingstack, Philip Stingstack.
I'll just wait for some of these students to sit. Okay. Thank you, and congratulations to this class of graduates. As we continue our ceremony, we would like to recognize an important member of our graduating class. Today, we present a posthumous degree honoring the life and academic achievements of Mariah Lang, a member of our community whose journey, though tragically cut short, left a lasting impact on all who knew her. This degree honors a life full of potential. It acknowledges the indelible mark Mariah made on our university and within the Hospitality and Event Management program in the Department of Food Science and Human Nutrition. Mariah's spirit and aspirations continue to inspire. She embodied our institution's values, demonstrating exceptional kindness and generosity, academic passion and curiosity, and leadership. On behalf of Colorado State University and the College of Health and Human Sciences, We present this degree to Mariah's siblings, Charlotte, Lauren, Noel, Christian, and Mariah's boyfriend, Riley. Thank you. Let us continue to carry forward the energy and joy Mariah brought to others as we proceed with today's celebration of achievements. And now that we've recognized all of the individuals who are Fall 2024 graduates, let's collectively acknowledge them again with a round of applause. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce our student speaker, Kat Lowry. Kat is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in Human Development and Family Studies with a concentration in pre-health professions and a minor in sociology. Beyond her remarkable academic achievements, Kat enriched her CSU journey through an impactful involvement and global educational experiences. As an officer in the HDFS Student Outreach and Undergraduate Leadership Organization, she inspired prospective students, organized vital food drives, and supported children in adoptive and kinship care, among many other meaningful service initiatives. Kat's dedication to academic excellence, community service, and leadership sets her apart as a shining example of the CSU spirit. This summer, she will continue her journey making a difference as she begins her occupational therapy doctorate at Indiana University. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Kat Lowry.
Thank you, Dr. Aberly. Good evening, fall graduating class of 2024. What an honor it is to be celebrating this monumental accomplishment with you all tonight. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to the family, friends, and faculty members joining us. From answering our panic phone calls to celebrating our triumphs, you have been there with us every step of the way. So thank you. As I've been preparing for this day, I've been reflecting on my time here at CSU. Like many of you, I'm already reminiscing about the countless hours spent cheering our basketball team towards a victory, watching the sunset at Horsetooth, and spending time with classmates at the homecoming bonfire. I may not be quite as eager to relive those hours in Morgan Library, but with a little bit of caffeine and a lot of willpower, we all made it through. I've largely been reflecting on the people I've met during my time in Fort Collins. From my best friends in Newsom Hall to the fiercely devoted HDFS faculty members, I'm incredibly thankful for the community here at CSU that's helped shape my journey. I'm sure many of you have also been reflecting on the people who've helped get you here. I believe that each of us is a mosaic, pieced together by the influences of everyone we've encountered. Supervisors, club members, instructors, friends, neighbors, and family have all inspired us. Some interactions bring clarity, influencing our values and showcasing us strengths we didn't realize we had, while others challenge us, pushing us to grow beyond our comfort zones. Together, these pieces create a dynamic, colorful reflection of where we've been and the countless ways we've been impacted here at CSU. Today, as we step forward to meet our futures, we carry all of these pieces with us, ready to contribute to the next mosaics we create, with our patients, our clients, our industries, our students, and our communities. As you continue to connect with others, let the qualities that have inspired you here guide your actions and highlight your own strengths and accomplishments. You've done the work, and now it's time to celebrate. But remember that this isn't the end. The next steps won't always be easy, yet your dedication is a testament to your resilience. So, grow into the world with confidence, knowing that this graduating class from the College of Health and Human Sciences is filled with passionate leaders, inventors, designers, educators, visionaries, and dreamers. Congratulations, graduating class of 2024. Go Rams!
Thank you, Kat, for sharing your experience and your insightful ideas about where we all ought to be headed next. So, thank you. Now, as we celebrate the accomplishments of all of our graduates, please direct your attention to the screens for a video capturing some of our graduates' amazing experiences at CSU. What a wonderful tribute to our graduates. That video captures the hard work, resilience, and joy that brought many of you to this moment. You may find that video and stay connected to CSU, your classmates, the Alumni Association, on the college's social media channels. And speaking of connections, I'm delighted to introduce one of our CHHS alum, Shelby Engelking. Shelby is here to share a special message on behalf of Colorado State University's alumni community. Shelby is a 3-time graduate of CSU with an undergraduate degree in sociology and an undergraduate degree in social work and a master's degree in social work. Shelby currently works in the School of Social Work as an academic success coordinator. Please join me in welcoming Shelby.
Thank you, Dean Aberly. Hello, graduates. I am so grateful to be here today to celebrate your accomplishments and your graduation. I'll never forget how excited and proud I felt to finally get that diploma in my hand. But I also remember feeling a little sentimental, and to be honest, slightly nervous about leaving this beautiful campus and leaving behind some of the greatest times of my life at Colorado State University. It may be time for you all to write your next chapter, tackle your next adventure, and live your purpose. Everyone sitting here has a different path and future, but whether you stay in Fort Collins or travel to the far ends of the world, you all have one important thing in common with each other and more than 250,000 others out there that have come before you. You are all alumni of Colorado State. When you leave this campus, be assured your university will not leave you. No matter where your personal and professional journeys take you, know that the CSU Alumni Association, your college, and your former professors will be here for you every step of the way. Based on personal experience, I promise you that the pride, excitement, and nervousness that you're feeling right now will provide fuel for the road ahead. But eventually, those feelings will change, they'll deepen, mix with memories, and turn into nostalgia. As that happens, remember that this special place will always be your home. Someday, that nostalgia will remind you that commencement wasn't just a beginning. It's a time to look back with pride and profound gratitude to those who have helped you along the way, many of whom are supporting you right now from the stands, and those who walked these paths before you. If you look back even further, you'd see students painting the A on a hillside west of town for the very first time, while others planted the last batch of trees that still surround the oval. Both occurred a century ago this year. Like those students, you've left your mark at CSU. And like those rows of American elm trees, you are rooted here. I am honored to be the first to welcome you to the alumni family. Congratulations on a job well done. Go Rams.
Thank you, Shelby. As we close our ceremony this evening, I would like to thank those who helped to make this celebration so special. Our appreciation goes out to the College Commencement Planning Committee and Elise Kazmerzak for coordinating today's graduation ceremony. Our name readers, Dr. Jen Krafchick and Dr. Charlene Van Buiten. Thank you to the faculty marshals, to the Army Color Guard, to Main Street A Cappella, and to Colorado State Brass Ensemble. And a very big thank you to our students, staff, and faculty volunteers. We appreciate you being here with us today. Finally, graduates, let us not forget a very important group of people who lent their support to you and encouragement to you, our graduating class of 2024, over the past many years. Your family, your loved ones, your friends who are here tonight. Will the graduates please stand if you are able and give them a big round of applause. Graduates, please remain standing. Will the platform guests and faculty please stand for the singing of Colorado State University's alma mater, led by Main Street A Cappella. I invite everyone to join in. The words will be displayed on the screen.
Hail to thee,
Graduates, the moment you've been waiting for has arrived, although there's been many amazing moments this evening. The tradition of tossing graduation caps dates back to 1912, when graduates of the Naval Academy received their new officer hats and threw their old shipman caps in the air to symbolize the transition. Because we want to honor that custom this evening, I invite you to continue the tradition by tossing your cap. And because I am an administrator, I want you to be careful. And because I'm sentimental, I'm going to take a picture of you. All right, so on the count of 3, please feel free to toss your cap. 1, 2, 3. Graduates, please collect your hats and be seated. Platform guests and faculty, I invite you to be seated as well. Appreciate your conscientiousness of collecting your hats. Good job. All right. To each of you graduates, from all of us in the College of Health and Human Sciences and at Colorado State University, we extend our heartiest congratulations and brightest wishes for a future filled with joy, creativity, and success. As you step forward from CSU, we urge you to carry the knowledge, values, relationships, and experiences you have gained here. To everyone who has joined us this evening, thank you for being here, and we wish you well. We will now begin the recessional. The banner marshals will lead the recession. Next will be the platform party, and then the faculty. Graduates, please remain in your seats until your marshals escort you from your rows. We ask that you please meet your family and friends outside the arena. Now, will the marshals please come forward to retire the department banners? Will the platform guests please now exit? Yes, go ahead. You can go ahead. Sorry. Thank you, Don. Will the marshals please escort the graduates from the arena? The faculty ought to go first, though. Thank you. Thank you, faculty.